Hello and welcome to everyone. This is our I'm Pat, and the channel is Angel Divination. Actually, I think the channel is just in my name, Pat Rainville, but Angel Divination is part of what I do. And tonight's event is a circle of angels featuring once again the Archangel Raphael. And I think I said, let's do some healing. Let's get into some healing. So, I wanted to do this tonight, twofold reasons. One, because Archangel Raphael was one of our archangels for the month. He came up in our October reading with this message of breathe. And so we're going to work with that a little bit tonight. There's definitely been many moments for me this month when I've had to use my breathing to ease, fears and emotions that were coming up. And I have to admit, I had some underlying fears that were leading to a little bit of catastrophizing, worrying that, things were going to be worse. And so, but I remembered this card's message, which is just to breathe and, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy. But tonight we're going to be going through some breathing techniques, as we go into I'm going to teach you some that I've worked with that help to calm your energy. And we're going to go into our meditation and invoke Archangel Raphael's energies and Michael's energies to clear us out. So, we can hopefully start the week on a calmer, more centered, grounded place. Okay. So, I've spoken about Archangel Raphael in previous, Circle of Angels and the other card message, like monthly card message readings that I do. So, and Raphael's message, his light, is that beautiful emerald green that you see in the image on the card. I'll show you it more fully. It's this beautiful emerald color of emerald green. So we're going to be working with that tonight as well. Okay. And I've got my Raphael card deck out here as well as the Michael one. So we'll check in if there's any further card messages. But, aside from his message of breathe, as I've talked to a few people this month, there was, they called and asked me if I could send them some healing energies, which I'm always happy to do. And it, came to me that it might be a good topic or, time to go into with this, a little bit more deeply. Okay. In our meditation. Archangel Raphael's energy is very helpful. In fact, I was working with it earlier today for myself. And I've been calling on it probably for the past couple months. And some interesting things have happened from doing that, because my primary reason for calling on him was because I wanted to heal. I have some health issues, and just with pain in the body and excess weight, obviously. And so I call on Raphael for healing. And I actually, when I call on them, I am calling God and Raphael. Because God is the only true healer. I mean, Raphael's name is, his name means, I always forget, healer of God or something like that. Let me see if I can remember what that is. Whom God heals. That's what his name means. So God works through him for healing purposes. But when I said some interesting things have happened, it's like one of them was that I was actually connected with, I met very serendipitously at my place of employment, another healer who is like a medical intuitive healer and works remotely with people, which was very interesting. And I had a couple of interesting sessions with this person, and we've kind of exchanged some healing energies back and forth, which is always really, really cool and neat. But um, the other thing is, after I called on Raphael, is I felt guided this month to get back to doing some juicing because it's very restorative to the body. And oops, we get some people coming in. Yes, it is cold. I'm here in New England, and it is cold outside. Sorry for the brief interruption. But so anyways, I was inspired and went ahead and bought myself a new jersey because it was I think I mentioned at the October reading that it was my birthday month. So I gave that present to myself. But today, as I was calling on him again and asking for help and guidance and what are the next steps to take today, I was really, once again called back to this idea. Well, not this idea. It's not a new idea, to get back to exercise again. I'd been thinking about it, that for me, because I've had some issues of pain in my feet, what have you, I used to love to walk. And I don't walk as much anymore because it causes too much pain in my feet. And the one thing I really could go back to is swimming, because I always loved it. And it doesn't put any pressure on your joints. It's a really good exercise to do. So as I was sitting and meditating and calling him in, and I felt kind of very motivated again to look into the local YMCA, which a friend of mine had reminded me about a few months ago. And I had gone and seen it, and it was a good place. I used to actually work there when I was younger, but it was a little bit more kind of a maze. And I was, sometimes I don't always jump on things right away, but today I felt a strong urge to go back and look at it again. And I had made a goal for myself earlier in the week to be, swimming by the weekend. And as it turns out, when I went onto that website today, they had some like fantastic joining deal where you could, the joining fee was waived and you can get a week for free. And it was great. And I made my way down there, and they had one of those elliptical trainers where that don't put any pressure on your joints. And so he successfully pointed me in that direction at a time that happened to be really great for the amount of money that you might pay for. I got a great deal out of it. But, so Raphael works with us in those ways. My kitty's going to be joining us. He knows all the different ways that we as people can heal, from the simple to the complex. He knows who the right healers might be for us. I've called on him many times for that. Help me or whoever I was praying or asking for his help with, help that person to find the right medical professional or the right treatment that would be best for them to help them recover. And he's really quick. Sometimes it moves the process along a lot faster. But there may be a lot of people right now who have some health issues going on, and maybe you or someone could use some healing, okay? Physical healing, or it could even be, heart healing, mental, emotional healing. So we're going to start our meditation today with, as I start all my circles and any reading that I do for somebody, it always starts with breath and using your breath in such a way that it calms your body and it calms your mind. And it also opens you up to be able to hear and get insight from the angels and feel their energies a lot easier. So if wherever you are, okay, see if you can find a place where you can be comfortable, just to be able to sit and relax and watch. And if you can, have a place where you can be undisturbed, where no one's walking in the door or there's no cat walking under your nose. Although pets are very healing in and of themselves. So in my mind, they can always be welcome, provided they aren't too overly intrusive, as mine tends to be every once in a while. So begin with breath, and I'm going to show you a couple different techniques that we can use for breath, but let's start our meditation time, okay, by getting in a comfortable position. Taking a deep breath in and just letting it out slowly, okay? And another deep breath in and letting it out slowly. And one more time, taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out slowly. You can probably already begin to feel a shift and a change in your energy. Okay. Now, for those times when you're feeling restless, where maybe it's a little bit harder to quiet down your mind, okay, here's another breathing technique that you can use, and it's called double breathing. And the way it works is after you take your deep inhalation, you hold the breath for a short time, maybe 10 seconds. And then as you exhale it out, you go, and then let all your muscles relax. And as you inhale, you can tense up all your muscles too. And then when you exhale, you go. So I'll demonstrate and you can do it along with me. Okay. So you inhale, tense up all your muscles, exhale, and let everything relax. Inhale again and tense. Hold it a second and then exhale and let everything relax. And then one more time. Inhaling and tensing. And then exhale. And then let your breath go back to its natural inflow and outflow without thinking about it, but just slowly move into a place of observing it. Okay. Just watch the flow of your breath in and out. Let it flow in and out naturally. And first, we'll call on Archangel Michael and we'll ask for him to be here and present with us now. Archangel Michael, please be here and present with all of us, all of those who are watching this video. And as their free will allows, let's ask Michael to cut any cords of fear that may be attached to us or draining our energy in any way. And now we're going to take a nice deep breath again. And visualize Michael with his sword of light, cutting away any negative energies, any fear cords that may be attached to you, things that may be nagging at you, fears that are worrying you. Allow Michael to carry them all away, cut them all away. Yes, kitty. And as you continue to breathe and relax, we ask Archangel Michael to come with his vacuum, his angelic vacuum, and start to vacuum away any negative psychic debris, escorting away any negative or lower energies or entities from anywhere around you, and clearing out the room that you're in of any residual energies from other people, other places, and other situations. And we'll take a moment now to visualize Michael with his vacuum, clearing out around the crown of your head, all across your brow and your forehead, down the back of your head and neck, in and around your throat and your face, your shoulders and your heart, all through your abdominal area. And now up and down your spine, and down through your legs and out through your feet. And now we'll ask Michael to lift away and remove any swords, knives, daggers, or arrows. These aren't anything to be overly worried about. It's just if there was any sort of maybe deeply resentful thought that maybe someone had directed your way. And, in these times now where there's a lot of issues coming up for people, there's a lot of reactivity in the world, there's a bit of that around. And so we can ask Michael to clear that away, lift it away. As we breathe, to release all of that energy and to calm our nervous system and allow Michael to do his work. And now we'll call on Raphael to be here and present with us. Angels are always willing to help us, but we have to ask for their intervention. And the wording I often use is I ask them to specifically intervene, or if they could please possibly visit someone who I know could use their help. Angels won't override someone's free will. So they would most likely go to the person, and to the degree that they're able to help, or that person allows at a soul level, they can provide assistance and extra light to that person. And as we call Raphael in and ask him to be with us, use your visualization at the point between your eyebrows. Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. And imagine and picture his emerald green, that beautiful emerald green energy and light. Pouring down over your head, down onto your shoulders, into your chest and heart, down your spine and into your body. Breathe it in. Breathe in that beautiful emerald green light. Bring it into your lungs and allow it to do its healing work. Up and down your back, into your abdomen and your legs. Asking Raphael for any special or specific requests that you might have for a particular condition or an issue that you're dealing with. Or if you know of someone who is suffering right now, ask Raphael to visit that person, to lend his healing energies for however they may be needed. And yes, you can ask Archangel Raphael to work with your pets if they're in need of healing or help. Mine's being quite vocal right now. So take a moment now, and behind closed eyes, bring your attention to the point between your eyebrows and call on Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. Please be here and present with me now for my own physical healing. Please show me the next best steps to take. Breathe in that emerald green healing light. Allow your body to relax. Raphael also works with a band of healing angels, healing mercy angels. And we now ask Raphael and that band of healing angels to go to people in the world, to the places that have been devastated by wars, by natural disasters and catastrophes. Archangel Raphael, please bring your healing energies to those who are in need. And let's take a moment and see the earth as though we're looking at it from space and see it bathed in that emerald green light from Archangel Raphael, so that the world can, in its own way, partake of his healing, the healing energies that are available. And I'm feeling right now we want to ask Raphael specifically to go to the children. Raphael, please help, heal, and rescue children who may be in places where there are devastating wars going on, or extreme conditions of drought and little food or water. Archangel Raphael can do a lot for providing comfort to people as well. As the other angel that helps with that is the Archangel Azrael, who was our angel for September. He's an angel who provides comfort to those who've lost loved ones, but in general to those whose heart is in need of healing. When we lose loved ones, here we go, Azrael for comfort. Archangel Azrael, we ask that you provide, you are the angel that helps with loss. We ask for your comforting wings to surround those who may be grieving, or even grieving the loss in some way of their physical health and vitality if it's changed. Another technique for healing that we sometimes can use is to rub our hands together. What's the matter, kitty? Come on. Rub our hands together. Get a current and a little friction going so they heat up. And then hold them out. If you feel so inclined, you can chant Om. But ask for the divine healing energies of God and Archangel Raphael to go out to all those who are watching right now, to go out to those who are in need of healing, to bring comfort and ease and peace, and perhaps a few miracles too. I feel right now, and I felt this earlier too, that there's someone out there who might be watching this video, who might be pregnant, who just found out they were pregnant, or maybe is having a part of their pregnancy that they're having some difficulty with, and there's some fear and worry around it. They have some grave concerns. So I just want to send out to that person a little calming, gentle, and comforting energy. All will be well is what I get about it. Okay. And we'll ask for the right professionals who know how to take care of you the right way. What I get is for those who have children here on earth, as well as those who have children who have gone back to heaven, they're all looked after. They are all cared for. Okay. There are special groups of angels that take care of little ones who have, not made it through birth or not made it through a whole pregnancy. Whether that pregnancy was either naturally came to an end through a miscarriage, or even those that, those that are aborted, they get taken care of on the other side. And, I don't know. There's often larger reasons for why children leave, either naturally in a mid-pregnancy or through an abortion. My understanding and knowledge of is that we plan our lifetimes before we come in, and we have several exit points and in our lifetime. And sometimes those exit points are right at the beginning phase. There may have been maybe some karma fulfilled or something that transpired between the mother and the pregnancy. But what I get is most important for people watching to know is that those babies, those souls are cared for once they reach the other side. Okay. There's no regret. There's no guilt. There's no, they're taken care of, and they grow up alongside you is one of the things that I came to be aware of. They still grow up alongside you in spirit. So special healing going out tonight for all those who have lost a child, whether it was during a pregnancy or when your child was very young, maybe all the people who lost children at school shootings, who never anticipated losing a child so young. I have a very vocal kitty tonight. I might have to let her out. What's up, baby? You gonna come say hi to people? I might have to let her go on an adventure. Come on. Take some more deep breaths. Now, Archangel Azrael's color. Oh, she's back again. Azrael has the energy color, unlike Raphael, who has an emerald green. Azrael's color is a very pale yellow, almost kind of like a vanilla cream. And we'll take a moment now as we breathe to ask again, Archangel Azrael. We can feel ourselves bathed in that light, that beautiful vanilla cream, yellow light. Allow these energies to permeate you. Breathe them in. Allow them to bring you comfort. Allow them to lift your burdens. Allow these angels to guide you. If you're feeling lost and not sure where to go, if you've been overwhelmed with emotion, allow them to bring you comfort and peace. Release your fears, your worries, your tears. And just breathe. The act of breathing helps to bring us to be in a more centered place within ourselves. You can just be with you without any judgments. No one else has to be around. You can give yourself time to have your feelings. And take care of the inner you that doesn't have to be presentable to the outside world. That inner you needs taken care of. And sometimes when we do that in a genuine way, like through a meditation like this and calling on these angels, sometimes the life on the outside that seems to have been so harsh and frustrating starts to get a little easier. When you take care of your own energy and clear that up, it starts to help things be a little bit easier. Things start to work out a little bit better because you've brought yourself into a more peaceful space. Peace begets peace, just like anger begets more anger. Oh, I see Anja has joined us again. Sending love from Germany and happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. May all your dreams come true, dear pet. All the best for your health. Cuddles for your pets. Oh, thank you, Anja, so much for joining us. Anyways, breathing nice and deep. These Circle of Angels gatherings that I've done for years, and I used to do them in small groups. That's what they're really for, is taking care of the inner you, taking care of that part of yourself that's in need of attention, that doesn't need to be presentable to the outside world. It just needs your attention and your care. And the best way to access that is meditation. And calling in the angels allows you it helps you to get replenished so that you can, get back to getting up to bat again, whatever that is for you or whatever that may mean for you. Take a nice deep breath. Relax your body. And see if you feel any different now than what you did when we started this video. at 7. I'm not sure what time it is now. About 30 minutes ago. See if you notice any difference in the way your body feels, if you're in a different space mentally and emotionally. Feel a little bit calmer, more peaceful. I like doing things that help to spread a little bit more love and peace in the world. I'm not perfect at it, but that's why I do these videos. Let's pick some cards from our archangels here. And see who has any further messages for us. We're coming to the end of October, and it's generally the time, and I know I've mentioned this before in previous videos, where the veil between the worlds is the thinnest, so our intuition is really right on. Our intuitive hunches, things like that. So pay attention to those. All right, archangels, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Is there any other archangel that has a message for us? Nothing's jumping out, but here, this one wants to, oh, prosperity. That's an Ariel message. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. And again, I'm feeling that this has to do with some moms out there, maybe even many of you are single moms, although it doesn't have to be exclusively that, where maybe you've been concerned about finances, the money that you need, either to get a procedure for yourself or to take care of the children that you do have. And so, Angel, come on, baby. So this is a message from Ariel. Ariel is an angel who helps us with material prosperity, our material needs. I'm not sure why you're being so vocal tonight. And so what I get as I look at that, again, I was reminded of moms or parents who have children, and there's a concern about, having the finances for, could be just food or supplies or whatever it is that you may need, or even maybe it's the funds for a medical procedure of some kind that's needed. Okay, your material needs are provided. And material needs doesn't necessarily always show up in the form of money. I mean, angels and the divine are an unlimited resource, so that those material needs can show up in a variety of different ways. So anyways, I feel like that's going out to some people tonight or some people who may eventually watch this video. Okay. Raphael, let's see. We had a relationship card pop out. Okay. And as I look at that, even though there's a man and a woman on that, so it could pertain to a relationship between a brother and a sister, although I was feeling like a mom when I saw this, I think. Yeah. It has to do with healing in relationships where communication there's a need for it. Something needs to be talked out. Okay. Let's see. Raphael. What other messages are there for us tonight? Ooh. So some other messages kind of flip-flopped out of here. Inner authority. And what that card has to do is it's a lot about trusting your own intuition. Sometimes there's a course of action that's presented to us that maybe we've been informed or has been recommended to us as the best course of action for something. But and the people who may have recommended that may be very well-meaning people, and may have your best interest at heart. But the inner authority card suggests that you have to trust what you know to be true for you. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Use your own power and authority. It's time to make your own decisions for what the best thing is for you. Okay. Stand up for yourself, speak your truth with somebody. So it's not a surprise that it came out next to that relationship card where felt like it was a conversation that needed to, or communication was part of the issue, or what might need to take place. And then alternative medicine. There's more than one way. Okay. Um, Allopathic medicine that when we go to the doctors and they recommend, of course, treatment. It's not always the only way. And picking the right one is really about which one feels which will be right for you. Okay. There are other pathways to healing things. It doesn't always have to be, surgery and drugs or things like that. And I'm not saying we should always, doctors are well-meaning. But they don't know a lot about alternative medicines, although naturopathic doctors do. So you might find, yourself consulting with or turning to some alternative medicines. Okay. And I know in my own life, I sometimes used a combination of both, because there are some conditions, medical conditions that do need the attention of a formal, allopathic medical doctor. But I also use alternative methods, massage, Reiki to supplement, and help myself to heal. There's teas and things that you can drink that help you nutritionally. They might help to calm your nervous system, help your body adapt to stress. So, and there's many wonderful alternative treatments out there. Acupuncture and is one that I've used a lot in my own life. So there are alternatives. Okay, is a message from that card. Okay, and it's a beautiful image of Raphael or an angel bringing the rainbow colored light down onto someone's, down in through their crown chakra. Okay. Pay particular attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you after, meditating like this and calling in, the archangels. Sometimes, actually, oftentimes, it's, after you've meditated and called on Raphael, maybe you didn't feel anything or notice anything right away, but, you kind of walk away and go back about your business and you get an idea to do something. I always notice those ideas because I just, there's a little bit of motivation behind them. Or I keep thinking about it. Like today, I kept thinking about look up the why. And before I even, I thought I had the repeated idea. It's time to look at the why again. It's time to look at the why again. So I pulled up the website, and sure enough, they had this great deal. But also, before I went to the why, which I was able to purchase online, and it was great. It cost me less than $20. But before I went there to go and use their facilities, I also had the idea and kept thinking about find out what your target heart rate is, because for my own health, I know I've been out of shape for a long time, and I think that was really bothering me in an underlying way. Because when I was younger, I used to be such a jock. I used to swim. I had great lung capacity, and I used to participate in triathlons. And now, I feel so incredibly out of shape. So when you are in that space, regardless of what it is, whether you feel really out of shape with your body or if you're feeling very fearful and afraid because your finances feel out of whack, all we can do is take responsibility for it. And you know what? This is just face it. This is how it is right now. But I can start anew today or tomorrow. I can start taking steps in a direction that will help heal this situation, and you can follow through on ideas. So when I went to back to this today, I knew I could not, just jump back into some kind of rocket workout and really crush it. I have to start back gently. And an easy way to do that, I got on an elliptical trainer, but I paid attention to that target heart rate for someone of my weight and size. And it felt very good after I was done. So it was really helpful. But it's those subtle little ideas that come to you. Okay. Same thing happens when I know you've heard me talk about EFT tapping, when you tap around certain acupuncture points on your face. In fact, in some upcoming weeks, I'm not sure exactly when, it might be a couple weeks from now. I had the privilege, actually, it was a prize I won, where I got to be a guest on a video with Brad Yates, who's well known for his tapping videos. And so we tapped together on fears about speaking up. So when that airs, I will definitely post it here for all of you to see, and I hope you'll get the chance to watch. But that's something also, when you do EFT, it has a similar calming effect to the meditation and allows the help that you've asked for from the divine, from your higher self, whoever it is you call upon. It allows you to be open to it. Okay. And tapping really does help to literally change the chemistry of your brain. It helps to lower cortisol and stress hormones and things like that. So they've done a lot of research on it now. But anyways, pay attention to ideas that are coming to you, and strong feelings that you have about things. Intuition is really a lot about that. One of my strongest intuitions that happens almost on a daily basis is knowing when I need to call someone. I meditate. I try to meditate every day. And sometimes as I'm going about my day, doing some random thing, I'll notice that someone's in my mind. I'll be thinking of that person. And then I just pick up the phone and call them. And oftentimes they were literally about to pick up the phone and call me. Or they were thinking of me and were going to call me. So that's a form of kind of acting on your intuition. And I've come to a point where I know that that's it, because the person's, showed up randomly. I'm thinking about them and I haven't thought about them in a while. And all of a sudden I'll be like, why am I thinking about that person? Oh, I need to call them. And a lot of times it's because they were thinking of me. So pay attention to those intuitive nudges that you get, and see what comes up for you after listening to today's meditation. And go back if you can and listen to it again. And maybe do some journaling for yourself with whatever feelings it generates in you. So anyways, I want to thank you for having joined me today. And if you'd be so kind, hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And if you're new to seeing me in this channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you and love to see you on here more often. And we'll look forward to having some more events come up, maybe something closer to Halloween. Maybe we'll do some live readings. That would be fun. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. And I hope you stay happy and safe. And I wish you, blessings for good health. And call on Raphael. Remember you always have a team of angels to help you with the daily things of life. Okay. Take care, everyone, and have a great evening. Why? Well, you were very vocal tonight.